Hello friends, welcome back to Plan and Preserve, and I'm Brenda, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make this cozy creative gift, either hot cocoa mix trio, either in a jar or a bag, or we'll show you some ways to gift it up. It's all part of our Comfort in a Jar series, and so it all starts with one master mix. So we'll get started here in just a minute. Now I'm not going to bore you with mixing all these ingredients in a bowl and putting it in a jar. There's a million videos on hot chocolate in the YouTube world. But I went ahead and made up my batch. This is 2 cups of powdered milk, 1 cup of cocoa powder, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and optional 1/4 teaspoon of salt. If you want it a little deeper, more chocolatey, you might want to add 1.5 cups. Start with 1.5 cups of cocoa powder. I actually upped the recipe by 1/2 cup. So I put 1.5 cups of powdered sugar here in it. It's not too sweet at all. So it's a yummy base. Worked out really well. So I didn't want to really go through mixing this up and stuff. I really want to go through when I said earlier, like a trio set. So I have peppermint, I have some caramel, and I have some espresso powder. And so this is going to give you 3 different flavors of hot chocolate. We've dehydrated some marshmallows, and then I found these little yummy things. We'll talk about these in a minute. But basically, these are the 3 ingredients you need: powdered milk, cocoa powder, powdered sugar. And don't take much of any of it to make this batch. We're talking pennies on a dollar here. So let me get turned around here and let's show you some things that make them cozy and creative. Alrighty, there's a lot of really great videos on making hot chocolate and gifting, and I am by far not the best creative person out there, but when I was going through this, when I had this thought about the sweet comforts in a jar, these hot chocolate mixes or these hot mixes for fall, but I usually go to a jar as a gift, but these can get kind of pricey, and I know we live in an age right now where inflation is kicking some booty. But anyway, so I was trying to think of an alternative solution instead of putting it in a jar. Now you definitely can put it in a jar, and we will put it in a jar. I had some of these little, I don't know, what do we call these? These are called loot bags. I guess you can put money in them. Anyway, I just got this at Dollar Tree. There's 20 in here for $1.25. I had these left over from a project I did where I made some cookies one year for Christmas. But I thought, maybe it's not a Christmas gift. So I went and got these clear ones. And you can do so much with the clear ones. When I was at Dollar General, they had some really cute Halloween themed. I couldn't find any necessarily just fall themed ones, but the clear ones I think are more versatile because you can really dress them up. I put some raffia. I had some extra raffia in this, so I put some raffia in here, and I had some crinkle Christmas. Put in the bottom of this one. You could put craft paper crinkle, any kind of crinkle really, to celebrate, to go with your theme. Maybe you could find some light green matcha color for for the matcha, vanilla matcha we did last week, you know, you could get themey. You could throw some pieces of cinnamon stick in here for the chai latte or whatever. So you can get really creative in just simple little things in the bottom of the bag. And then I also thought that instead of a jar, because number one, they do cost money, and maybe you don't have a jar, but you could get some of these little square snack Ziploc bags. And so, you know, you put your hot mix in here, but then where are you going to put your dry, dehydrated marshmallows, etc.? So I thought maybe just for, I have this on hand, make it, do my label printer, which I absolutely love, on here with the, what it is, the ingredients, how to make it, and then a bag of marshmallows, and then a bag for the different flavors. So I found these caramel bites at the store for the caramel flavor. And it's really hard to find candy canes right now. They're not very popular in the stores, but I did find some minis because I like multi-purpose candy cane to put in my gift baskets and stuff. And then the espresso powder to make it a real deep chocolatey. I think they call that a Dutch chocolate, maybe. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I thought that'd be fun to kind of do with you today, just kind of experiment and see what we could come up with on these cozy, creative gifts for just to give away, maybe not at Christmas. You got a sick friend, or maybe a friend who's down or going through something sad. We just had some things happen in our country that kind of has people down, and what makes people feel better? Chocolate. Oh, and the other thing I found was, I was looking for some caramel, and I found these stuffed puffs, salted caramel filled marshmallows. I haven't opened it yet, but I thought maybe one or two of those in there too maybe would be kind of cool. I don't know. Just, I think that they had some other stuff. I don't remember what they were, but anyway. So we have some options, right? Now I dumped my quart jar. The recipe we made a quart jar. And so you can make that ahead of time, have it sitting there ready to start a whole batch assembly if you need to. The recipe called for 3 to 4 tablespoons per 8 ounce of water or milk. I did try this recipe and I found that 4 was better than 3. 3 was a little on the watery side. So, you know, most bags you have a serving size on the back of it. There's 26 servings in here, and a serving is a tablespoon. So I thought it might be easier just to put the serving size, you know, put the amount of servings you want in these bags versus just dumping them in there. So this one has 8 tablespoons. This other one I have has 10. So this kind of does more. I can get 2 servings in here. I could probably get 4 servings in this bag. And that's enough for hot chocolate. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dip it in here, pour it in here. I'm going to label it. Actually, what I think I'm going to do first, I'm going to label it while it's already flat. And I didn't get my labels ready. Let me get my labels ready real quick, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I got my little labels made. Now, you don't necessarily need these. I found these online many years ago. I don't even know if it's going to work or be more pain than it's worth. But I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, I'm not going to bore you with filling up all these bags. I just want to kind of get started here. Okay, there's 8 tablespoons. That's 2 servings. Four servings. Now you say, Brenda, aren't you being a little nerdy? Yes, I am being nerdy, because I am a nerd. But, you know, coming from a food manufacturing background, I like to have proper serving sizes in my packages, so. Packed up very nice. This is my caramel one. Let me fill up my other bags. You don't need to sit here and watch me fill up bags, and I will be right back. Alrighty, I got my bags filled. I actually got 4 bags out of that quart. So that kind of gives you an idea. These are 4 servings per bag. You could do 3 servings, 2 servings. They make smaller snack bags. You could just do 2 and get more out of it. But anyway, we have our hot chocolate. I'm going to use this red taffeta for my peppermints. I'll sit it down. Oops. I pre-crushed per serving peppermint stick. Put those in there. And then I dehydrated a bag of, now I don't know about you, but I love marshmallows in my hot chocolate. The more the better. So let's talk about these dehydrated marshmallows. So I have a dehydrator. You put it about 150 for 3 to 6 hours, depending on how old they are or how fresh they are. Mine did 3 hours. They turned out perfect. They're real crunchy. As you can hear, they're real crunchy. Sorry for that in your ear. I think I'm gonna put a bag of hydrated, see how many we come up with. So we have our hot chocolate mix, our dehydrated marshmallows, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I like prettiness. I'm just gonna fold that back. Actually, I'm gonna put this one upside down. You learn how to do these after a while. You figure them out. And there you go. There, can you see that? You could add more raffia around here. Just dress up a little bit more, but yeah, for the most part, I think that's very cute. All right, so that's what you can do. Put your caramel in one. Let me get these kind of made up, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, here's our 3 bags. This is our peppermint hot chocolate mix. Caramel. No, this one's the caramel. Put the caramels on the side in a baggie. This one has a crinkle paper in it. And then I just put the Dutch chocolate in the Christmas to kind of show you how that would look if you used a Christmas theme bag. This one you mix in the espresso powder, a teaspoon per serving. So I just put that off camera. I put that in the mix. So there you go. It's quick and simple. Take you probably a couple hours if you did a whole bunch of them, but it don't take no time. And this was more time consuming than dipping out the ingredients and mixing them up. Just kind of getting it pretty, but it's a simple, inexpensive gift. Everybody loves hot chocolate. Well, a large percentage of the population love hot chocolate. And it's made with love. So there you go. If you liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe to finish our September Comfort in a Jar series. Next week we'll be doing, I'm going to tell you, you have to wait till next week. But anyway, we'll finish out our series next week, and then August and September we kind of come up with some unique gift ideas, and we're going to put those together and see what it looks like. So hope you enjoyed this. It's a little different, but just quick and simple. Have a great day. Bye.